Hello friends, Arthur here, and this is showcase number 47, as always hosted by Ronan. Still no stream, hope Ronan is alright and he will back with that soon. But we're on Curling Bounds by MDPL, which is really interesting, fun, fast track where your line is everything, and if you do it all correctly, the track is smooth and fast, but if you made one tiny mistake on any element, you're done.
I don't wanna cry.
Beat It Lexer 01 by Tiger Play on PC. Yet another quite short track, but really fun one. So on my first several attempts, I tried to turn my car or try to take all checkpoints by the back of the car, and it didn't work. And then crowd grinding helped me to understand that you need to go like directly to the ramp backwards, then smash brakes to not overjump it, and take all checkpoints on your return pass. And if you do it all correctly and fine, you will still have enough speed to jump to the finish. Waypoint by Northwind, and this is the first track which I didn't finish because it's quite hard, quite fast, and it uses a lot of ice. So for me, the checkpoint after first ice tube was quite challenging. Most of my attempts I finished there. My longest attempt was right on the jump before the finish, when it's from like left from you and you need to jump like right. I just didn't have enough speed to do it. So yeah, really hard in terms of speed. You need a lot of speed to finish it in all parts, in all stages, especially before the end, because the end it's also quite long jump and it's quite challenging. And looking on the amount of how many people finish it, probably people will agree with me. Leafy Hill Circuit by Icarus, and this is a fun track. So on my first attempt, I didn't realize that this is a circuit track, loop one, and that you need to do this loop or this track like 3 times. And after my first lap, I was like, why I'm doing the same route, why there's no checkpoint, and I just restarted. And then I saw the sign saying that number of checkpoints is the number of laps, and then I realized that you need to do it over and over. Like from track perspective, it's nice, nothing really hard. There's no any speed checks, speed jumps, so you just need to do your perfect line 3 times and try to be consistent as possible, which I'm really bad of. So yeah, I really enjoy this concept, this update with logic, which allow you to do loop tracks with all these counts, with all these fun ideas that allow afters to be really creative. Burning Bridges by Jer Dragon, and really nice decoration. I really love all these like smoke and fires. As of track, I would say it's semi-hard, more leaning to the hard one. For me, the hardest part was the jump after checkpoint 3, because I found that you need to be very precise on this U-turn. Started slightly earlier to have enough momentum for the jump. After the jump, it's pretty straightforward track, nothing really hard. Maybe the wood could slightly change your grip, but it's not really critical. my bucket of track pieces fell over by OGL Games. So for probably several weeks, OGL Games built some, I would say, junky, clunky tracks, well, without like standard layout where all pieces are stuck one to another. And it's really fun to see that track. It's still pretty doable, pretty smooth. For this one, I would say the most confusing part was transition to checkpoint 3 and then jump to the water ramp to the finish. If you do it wrong, or you have enough speed, or you start drifting, you can easily fall off. But really interesting, funny concept. Mortishade, Lure Sense by Mortishade, and sorry for the neon, and I honestly really happy that volumetric lights is turned off. As of track, it's fun one because for the checkpoint 1 you need to brake or you will fly over checkpoint 1. Then you need to be very precise on turn to checkpoint 2, and you should not brake, just turn, because if you brake, there's a possibility that you won't have enough speed to make the last jump into the finish. I failed previous to attempt on that, just didn't have enough speed to cross the finish. Gary issue by Gary, and yet another track with really long and hard descent at the beginning, and then quite bouncy jump, probably because of Unity. Several attempts, my soulbox was like hitting uphill, bump it, and fly from the track. And yet again, you shouldn't use brakes because, or you could, but be careful because I believe you need at least around 70 speed to make this jump to checkpoint 2. After that, the track looks normal, nothing really hard there. The only thing that probably cut me off on one of my first attempts is the transition to the wall right, because I didn't pay attention that you need to go right on the wall right, and I thought that there is finish and I thought that you need to jump there. So on my first attempt I just tried to jump there, and yeah, probably if there was one more arrow showing to the wall right, it could prevent me to fail on my first attempt. Frostbite covered by Warsnack, and this is challenging map, so you need to jump in specific way on the fully icy wall right, then you need to jump from the barrier at specific moment to overjump barrier, hill, I don't know, and then repeat the first trick once more, and I believe it will take a lot of time from people, and not a lot of people finish this track for 5 minutes. Police speed checks by IOI, and yet another really interesting, fun way to use logical system elements for the zip keys. And so there is like speed checks where you need to have a specific speed, and if you will be faster than that, there will be barriers which prevent you from using checkpoints or taking checkpoints. But as you could see on my first or third checkpoint, you can overjump it, but I was just lucky that there was a booster that helped me to continue the track. So probably you can use or consider them as a spikes. So yeah, very nice, very interesting concept for the track, for the using logic elements. And that was it for this showcase. Not a lot of tracks, because I would say half of tracks was for show ZSL, and I hope there will be more ZSL tracks this time than for previous, because for me tubes are more wider theme. You don't need build track with decoration, just pipes any now in the air will be enough. And you even can like scale some pipes to enormous sizes that they could be considered as a flat road. So yes, thanks for watching. Leave likes, leave comments about your favorite tracks, and see you next time. Bye.